in what is probably the premier matchup of Week 14. Who do you have winning in the Rams and Cardinals game?
I'm gonna be bold, man. I'm taking the Rams. I think Odell Beckham is finally settling in. I think that the offensive line for the Rams has stepped up in terms of finding ways to protect and make sure that Stafford stays upright. I think that the defense is going to try to find a way to limit Kyler Murray's, I guess, like ability to kind of roam with outside of the pocket. Von Miller has now been on the team just shy of a month, if not about a month. Um, Jalen Ramsey is going to do what he needs to do to make sure that him and DeAndre Hopkins are just locked in every single time they're matched up against one another. And I think that Matt Stafford's going to have a good game, man. It is difficult for me to go out there and say that the Rams are going to get embarrassed. I know that I picked the Rams the last time that they played because the Rams were very hot as well. But I think the Rams turned it around last week, got a good rebound win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I do think that Matthew Stafford is going to get it together. Sean McVay is going to get with that offensive group and make sure that they limit the turnovers to one, if not maybe two at most. Hopefully none, because I have quite a bit of offensive players in fantasy in regards to this game. So Sony Michelle, Cooper Cup, Tyler Higbee, and Rams defense. I know I have the whole Rams team on my damn team right now. But by the way, I also have Matthew Stafford, but I chose to play Josh Allen, who got me damn near 40 points. So I ain't mad at it. But yeah, man, I'm just going to be bold and I'm going to pick the Rams with the upset.
And I'm going to be the opposite on this one. I'm going to go with the Cardinals, but I think it's going to be a much closer matchup than what we saw the first time around, where I think the Cardinals just beat the brakes off the Rams on the road earlier in the season. And I think I have to point to this factor. The Cardinals are healthy going into this game. It hasn't been like that the last month or so. Kyler Murray was dealing with that ankle injury that he sustained about a month ago. But in that first game back against Chicago, I thought he looked phenomenal in that game. I also thought that DeAndre Hopkins, had a great bounce back game as well. I know he's been dealing with his own injury issues this year. And then not only that, they are possibly getting Chase Edmonds in this game. He is designated to come off the IR. Now he's going to be a game time decision coming into this game. But you combine him potentially with James Conner out of the backfield alongside Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, and Christian Kirk. That's going to be tough to stop. And the Rams, granted, they have bounced back from that midseason slump that they hit about a month ago. But I still think that this Rams defense is suspect when they're going up against top tier talent. And the Cardinals have been the best team in the NFL throughout the entirety of the season so far. Kyler Murray's athleticism at that quarterback spot is one that I don't think the Rams are going to be able to slow down or hinder in any way, shape, or form. And, potentially having Chase Edmonds and James Conner in the backfield, that's going to be a tall task for the Rams defense, despite the fact that they have some great playmakers in Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey. Now, I do think that the Rams will put up a better show than what they did previously against the Cardinals in the first matchup of the season, but I'm still going to give the edge to the Cardinals in this one. I think just with Kyler's playmaking ability, the fact that they're going to potentially have both Chase Edmonds and James Conner in this game, and I think they're going to win their one-on-one matchups with their wide receivers against the Rams secondary. I think the Cardinals get this one in a close one. I think when it's all said and done, I think the Cardinals win this one by the score of, I'm going to say 28-24. It's going to be a closer game. I do think that the Rams are going to be in this one throughout the entire game, but I think Arizona pulls late in the fourth quarter and they end up getting a close win. And then it would still remain that the Cardinals would be the best team in the NFL if they were able to get that win over the Rams, but that's how I see it playing out.